Hi guys, it's Alston. Today we are going to take a look into another SaaS called Retargetkit. It is a all-in-one marketing toolkit. Most of the time it will be confusing what it actually does because it is a general term. It gives you a lot of different functionality, but use cases are just dependent on your imagination and how you want to use it for your workflows. In this example video, I will show you all the ways you can use this Retargetkit, such as how you can create a custom short link on your root domain or on your subdomain, where every link which is clicked here is tracked. Analytics is shown which devices is coming from which target location. We can password protected list these links, and we can also add retargeting pixels into this, so we can advertise, target them through PPC, social media ads and everything. We can control the thumbnail, image preview, description, everything for this. So when we finally create this link, this is a complete short URL platform analysis where it will create the short link which will redirect to the original destination we create. The second feature I will be showcasing you is how you can create this bio landing pages, similar to Linktree, all the Shopee, all the different bio pages. These are essentially very good for social media profiles where they only allow you to link one single link. You can use this link in your Instagram profiles, Twitter profiles, where when they come, it is fully mobile responsive. It will look good on all the devices. You will have the option to customize the profile image. You can give the title, you can give the tagline, the all color, button color, everything is customizable. You can embed video embeds here, so if anyone is interested, they can directly click and watch the video from here. You can also embed images into this elements. There is also an option to add icon plus link. There is also an option to add different buttons. You can customize the looks of this button, color of the button, and if you are something want more interesting, you can also add animation, like which I have done for this, where we have around 6 different animation styles. So we can choose whatever the animation style and we can specify it for each different button. And finally, there is an option to include our social link as well, and they support a lot of platform. I've just linked only 3, but I'll be showcasing all these things. You also have the ability to control all the designs from how the social icons looks like also. The third feature which I will be showing you is how you can use Retargetkit to create content curation pages such as this. These are really good example way of showing a collection of resources under single pages for a user. Here you can control every aspect of this. It also have social sharing configured, so the potential user can share this page with their social media profiles and everything. You can control the title, description, colors of this background. You can add an image to the header. You can control the opacity for the header, and also this you can control the button text, whether do you want to have a fixed size or masonry style video and everything. You can see all these things. You can embed PDF document. You can embed image with link, description, title. You can embed YouTube video where the user can watch it from here. You can see they can watch the video itself from here with the link, or you can give several links here where it will automatically grab the description, title, meta title, description, and also a featured image if that link contains, or you can manually paste the featured image also possible. You can add these links by single individually, one by one, or you can insert list of links and it will automatically populate this data. It also supports the functionality of pagination. We can set how many elements we want to show in one particular page, and according to that it will automatically do the pagination and everything. So this is the content curation. This is also full mobile responsive. You can add animations also into this. The next feature which I will be showing you is adding CTA, call to action, on any links you share. For example, you don't need to necessarily own this particular website, you don't necessarily have to own this web page, you don't need backend control, something like that. Let's say for example you found a interesting resources and you want to share it to your potential audience, but rather than just delivering traffic to someone else, I should want to have a small call to action or some kind of a form where I want to say that if you want more stuff like this, please subscribe to my newsletter, get leads into your niche and everything. In that case, what you can do is you can create something like a call to action like this. You can control when it should appear with the delay or on exit intent. You can control all the looks and feels of it. You can change entire thing with the design, color, elements. You can embed a form here, or you can embed you can make it as a button, or you can make it as a link example to create this call to action. So this is another feature. The next feature I will be showing you how you can create a social sign up form. We know that email newsletter can be collected by making the user type email from himself and name and getting subscribe and make it to redirect to potential link or a lead magnet or something like that. But there is a possibility where when the user enters that particular email, it might be wrong, it might be bad email or a secondary email where he never checks. In this case, as marketer, if you want to collect one of his personal emails, which we know is that one of the main email accounts we use, we can use this kind of social sign up where you control again all the design aspect of it. You can include videos, you can include images, you can control all the text here, you can enable EU cookie notification if you want, and you can enable this. And let's say for example user comes to it and click on Facebook, then what happens is their email address and name, which is automatically connected to that Facebook account, will be automatically collected at the backend. If they click on Twitter, the email account connected to Twitter and the name automatically collected at the backend of the Retargetkit platform. And also we have the option, let's say for example we don't want to forcefully get the data, we also want to give an option for a user to opt out of this, then we can also enable this feature. We can disable it, let's say in this case if you want, we can disable that also well. And the final feature I will showing you is you can pretty much embed anything on any web pages. For example, this is a BBC web page. You can see I have created shortened links and I've shared with your audience. Let's say for example, in this case we saw that how we can enable a call to action to get leads. In this case, we can pretty much embed anything. For example, analytics, survey forms, collection forms, banners, pop-ups, newsletter integration, or anything like that. In this case, what I have done was I have integrated my Zigpoll survey platform to collect feedback. If you just go into BBC, you won't see this widget. This is because I have embedded and created a custom widget. You can include anything, support, chat widget, anything. Basically it's a custom HTML widget where you can include any codes and it will automatically show you that data. So I will be showing in this video to showcase all these different features. I will make sure to include jump points in the video description so you can follow it if you're only interested in one particular feature, or if you're interested in all, you can watch through the entire video. The first section of the video will be where I'll be setting up all the necessary data settings for which is important for all these different campaigns. Then I will showcase you one by example. Before I go into the video, I just wanted to let you know this is my full review, which means I'm using this software as a part of my daily toolkit. So if you have any doubts, question, feel free to ask me in the chat, comment, or ask me in the Facebook group or anywhere you can ask me. I will make sure to help you guys. And finally, I will also have both a referral and non-referral link for the best deal of Retargetkit as of available now. You can choose whatever the link you want, but if you decide to use the referral link, I will get a small commission, but it does not affect your purchase price, but helps me to create more videos like this. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into the dashboard. This is the dashboard of Retargetkit. Before you move into anything, the first thing you need to do is you need to go here and go into the workspace settings, and there are a couple of things which you need to set it up. For example, this is pretty explanatory where I give a workspace. Let's say for example you have purchased a plan where you can create multiple workspace, then you can create multiple workspace, but you don't need to worry about it. You can also add a profile photo here. If you can purchase plans as a team members option, you can invite them here. These are the fields which we are interested. First of all, we can create multiple brands according to your limits and everything. And in order to add a brand, you need to come here, add a brand, give a thumbnail image, give a brand name, and give a brand URL. For example, you can see I have created several different brands which I'm using. I can update these brands anytime I want. And the social app, why you need it? Essentially, if you are going to create short links based out of their default link, which is rjkit.co/some numbers, then you don't need to use social app. You don't need to create custom social app because they have automatically configured all these things for their URLs. But for, let's say example, you want to create any short links. In this example, for example, let me show you. In this case, for example, any short links, you can see these links are created with rjkit everything. Let's say for example you want your own shortened link to be inserted. You want to be your own shortened link, especially for social sign up. Then this is not affect for other thing, only for social sign up. For sorry about it. Instead of using the default, you want to use that. Then what you need to do is you need to create a custom social app. This is free. There is no cost involved in it. You just need to here and click on whichever the platform. They have created detailed in-depth guide for each and every one of this. You can click on it. You will see all the detailed information on how to create. Everything is listed here. Just follow that and you can create it. If you don't want to use custom domain names, just use the general link is fine for you. Then you don't need to add any social apps or anything like that. Custom widget, this is what I told you for this particular feature where you can pretty much embed anything. So if you want to embed something, then create a custom widget, give a name, give the HTML content, give a CSS, JavaScript if you need, and if you need a model instead of just using the script rather than show it on model, you can do that. If it's a delay model, we can set it up that as well in custom widgets. Custom domain is another separate tab where I will be showing you how you can use custom domains to be added into your platform. For example, you don't want to use rjkit and everything, then what you can do is you can come here, add a custom domain, and you can work from here. Adding the custom domain is also either you can use a root domain like this, or you can use a shortened link like this. You can give a here and make sure you can give a root redirect URL. What that means is that, for example, let's say this is our custom domain. What page do we want the system to redirect? Let's say for example, if they directly went to this particular URL, then what page should I want to redirect that particular page URL? Then we can specify. For example, you can see for that custom domain I have integrated with my custom personal website, so we can do that. For example, if I go inside, you can see this, and I can also specify a custom 404 redirect error URL and everything. They have shown you how you can add a custom domain or subdomain to the account from here, or they are very responsive. You can take my word on it. You can test it out for yourself. You just ask them and immediately they will come back and answer all the questions. They are really helpful in the support. Retargeting pixel is there where you can embed retargeting pixels for like, this is especially useful for PPC or social media ads, where you can integrate this pixel in one of these advertising platforms. So when they click, our audience click on some link, it will automatically embed this cookie also into the ad, so we can later retarget them using different advertisements specifically for them. So that is possible. You can add all the possible. Currently it support Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Quora, Pinterest, Google Analytics, Tag Manager, and you can also see they have provided guides for each one of them to see where we can find the ID and everything. All the details are shown here. Finally, integration. They also have native integration support. If you go into ad here, you can see all the integrations which is currently supporting with Zapier, Integromat, Public Connect, Integrally, Webbook, MailChimp, MoveSend, Automize, Active Campaign, MailerLite, ConvertKit, Get Response. So you can directly support these. All are very workflow automation software. You guys already know that Public Connect is my personal favorite, and also you have a generic webbook also. That means even if you are not, your favorite automation software is not listed here, you can use this webbook functionality to connect with any automation software you want. So those are all the functions which I wanted to mention it out. Before these agency features, I will be not explaining in this video because it is a separate big feature functionality for agencies who wish to remarket this service and offer a client portal to the user where they can create their campaigns and everything. You can resell this service as your brand. This is a very important feature, especially if you are planning to resell, remarket and everything. I will dedicate a separate video specifically for this functionality, so I would mention it in the video description or comment. You can check it out there. Okay, those are the settings you need to worry about, and these are a couple of other extra stuff you need to be aware. This comes for all the common for all the campaigns and everything. First, they do have a Chrome extension in case you want to add a link to shorten all these things to add a link to a campaign. You can do it by adding this Chrome extension into your Chrome browser, and you can use the subscription. Is pretty explanatory. I'm not going to go through that. That's a plan limits. Analytic is where not only it gives you all these options to create, showcase and everything, it tracks all the links, all the clicks and everything. For example, you can see I have created 94 different links. There are a total of 1240 clicks, unique clicks. What is the conversation rates? It shows the top retargetkit links which I have shown here. It shows you the click data range, on which time, which day, which link was clicked, the data, and it shows the top countries on my conversation platform. It shows the top browser, top operating system, top devices, which is the most referrer host. It also shows the referral links, top links and everything. So it automatically gathers and shows all the analytic data for everything. And finally, leads. Leads is where when you, for example, you are using this custom widget, not custom widget, social sign up, or let's say for example you are using CTA and everything, and you are gathering email, it will automatically list it here and will say which functionality was used. You have the option to automatically sync it to the integration. For example, if you have added any email marketing software in the native integrations part, or used a webbook or something, you can select that integration and say automatically whenever an email gets added to this particular campaign, automatically transfer to that, and keep those both lists synchronized and everything. So those, all the details will be shown under the lead. So now let me quickly go into the main functionality, because we have covered all the different things. This is the dashboard of the functionality, and you choose whatever the brand you want to work from here. You can see I clicked on it and it shows that currently all the different campaigns which I have created under this brand. So for example, I have created a short link campaign, I have created a bio page for this campaign, I have created a curated page for this campaign. All these things will be shown here. In order to create a new campaign, all you need to do is click on new campaign, select a brand. In this case I'm going to click on Alston link. It will select, say what campaign to select. In this case, first let me show you an example of shorten link. I'm going to give a name, video short links, And going into the next category, you can select any custom domain if you want. In this case, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use their default shorten link. So I can create a skip, or you can create a new custom domain. It will open a new tab and you can do that from also. If you want to embed any added retargeting pixels, you just click, and if you have multiple also, you can select multiple, create, or you can skip, that also available. So you can see now I have created a template for short links under this Alston link brand. So now I can create any number of short link using this template. Either I can create short link individually. For example, here let me say I want to create a short link for my website. I'm going to do that. You can see there is also an option to give a custom flag where we can give any custom flag, or if we leave this empty, it will automatically generate a string of sequence numbers and everything with this domain. If we have chosen custom domain, we would have seen that custom domain here. And also we can password protect this link if we want. So even though if anyone visits to this link, unless they provide whatever the password you have mentioned here, they will not be able to view whatever the contents is behind that short link. As soon as I entered this link, if you open this up, you can see it automatically grabbed the site title, meta description, and the featured image which I am using for this home page. In case you want to use a different image, you can copy paste the different image, or if you don't want an image, you can just delete it, and instead it will only use the title and description. And you can also attach UTM parameters if you want for this short links. And once I done, I just click on save. You can see it has automatically created a shortened link. It also gives us the opportunity to share it to the social media directly. I'm just going to copy and I'm going to paste it, and you can see as soon as I did, and it's going into the redirect platform finally to my website with all the parameters. It was showing you 0 clicks. Now let me show you a refresh, and you can see the click should be counted here. Let me go into that campaign, video shorten links. You can see the number of click has been recorded, analytical will be added to the date, and all these things. And you can see what are the retargeting pixels, all this data. If you want to import bulk short links and you want to include a lot of short links, create a lot of short links with a list of URL, you download this sample CSV. It's really easy, nothing to be there. Just basically let me show you what is contained. Let me take it out. Let me show you guys, so there is no confusion thinking the automatic import process is bit complex or something like that. It's really easy. There is no much columns. There is only 2 columns actually. Let me show you. This is their sample CSV document where the first column contains all the URLs which you want to shorten it out, and in case you don't want the automatic generated URL shortener links like this, you don't want something like this, instead you want to have custom slags, you can create the custom slag here, and it will use that slag and automatically create all the links according to this. Once you have created that file, you just drag and drop or browse and select the campaign. For example, in this case, video short links, and choose, and automatically all the links will be created here. That's how you create URL shortener with this functionality. Let me close out of this now. Let me show you how you can create bio pages looking like this using this Retargetkit. First, what you need to do is you need to come here. In order to, before setting a bio page, there is no much other involvement is needed. You can directly configure. Come here and select whatever the brand you want to work with. Go into new campaign, choose the brand again here and select the campaign. This time we are going to select bio link and give a name, video bio link. And going into next, we can choose the custom domain if we want from here. In this case, I'm not going to do it, skip. If you want to include retargeting pixels for any links within the bio link, we can do that from here. Next, and here I can give a slug for our bio name. For example, in this case, I'm going to give Alston video bio and you can give a title. This is the at username. You can insert any title you want. In this case I'm going to say Alston video demo, and we can also include a description here. Let me copy paste some sort of description so I can show you guys in a real life example. And also I can select whatever the image I want. Let's say I can find any good image so far from my computer. Hopefully there is something. Let's see. Okay, let me pick this. This is a bad example, but I'm just showing you the possibility. Once I have configured everything here, now there is an option to style these things. If I go into style, you can see all the different themes available. If I click here, it already have a predefined set of different color combination, which I can choose whatever the thing I want, or you choose this icon and make sure you can choose gradient color, and you can mix two different colors. For example, you can see I'm taking this and I'm combining with this, or you can choose an image. You can select the image and it will use that image as the background, or solid color, and you can configure all the different solid colors. That is also possible. And also you have the option to control the title color. For example, let me say I want something like this to be a title color. Let me say okay, then I can do that. I can change the description color also. You can see if I want something like this, how I want to see that, I can do that. And here button style, whether I want to have a square button, whether I want to have a rounded button, whether I want to have a square outline button, whether I want to have round outline button, I can choose whichever the thing which interests me. And button links, button colors also fully customizable. I can choose whatever the colors I want. Let me do that. Take it back. I can choose the button text color. Now I'm just going to leave it as white. It looks good. And social icons, you can see it shows social icons, but there is no social icons. To add that, you come over here and click on add social profile links. You can see all the different social platform links which is currently available with the icon. In order to add it, all you need to do is click on give the URL. For example, let me give a Twitter, and let me give Alston Antony.lk, and you can fill all these different username on whatever the things you want. And when you click save, it automatically will have created social media icons. Now if you go here and let's say for example I don't want white, let me say it's something like this, bit brighter, and I can choose that and it will automatically change. So that is the style component, and this is the content component. Now when I click on save campaign, it has not created the bio page. Instead it has created a bio template, like a blueprint. It have created a campaign. Now what I need to do is I need to create different links such as this, insert the bio link. For example, let me say I want to include a welcome video to the bio page. Then I come here, make sure that video bio link is selected, go into the new target. I'm going to give this is the destination URL, and I'm going to show you this is not a button. I don't want this video to be a button. Instead, I want this video to be a video embed. If I want animation to this element, I can select the animation. I'm not going to do that for video. And you can see meta, it automatically pulled the meta description. This title will essentially will appear if you are using a button or something. In this case I'm going to do my video intro, something like that. Description, you can see automatically it picked the thumbnail image. In case you want to use a different thumbnail image, you can use that from here. And you can also insert a UTM parameter. I'm not going to do. Just click on save. Now you can see the direct link for this bio is now generated, because now it contains at least one element. Now let me go into this bio page example, and you can see automatically the bio is created with all the settings which we defined, and you can see now the video has been embedded. Now let me do what is the next one, the image embed. Let's say for example I'm going into my group. Let's say I'm going into my group and I'm going to create a image embed. In this case I'm going here, make sure video thing is embed, and I'm going to choose the preview button type as the image. I'm going to directly give this URL of our group banner, copy image address, and I'm going to paste it here and make sure that it's doing it. And I'm going to select see this, and you can see automatically if there's any information is pulled. Sorry, I didn't need to put the image inside the image under meta. This need to be the destination URL. For example, if this image is clicked, where it should redirect. So once I have done that, I just need to click on save. Now you can see it automatically pulled up all the details and everything. I just need to give the image URL as well. It reset it. Let me copy the image address and paste it here, and you can see I have done. Now click on save. Now if I refresh this bio page, and we can also change the orders from here. For example, I don't want this to be first, then I just drag and drop it below and it will automatically do that, and it's automatically showing the preview as well. So let me refresh the old page, and you can see automatically that page has been added with the color parameters we set. And let's say, for example, now let me show you how to add a button, since the icon also pretty self-explanatory. Let me copy one of the link, go here, create new. In this case I'm going to use button. I'm going to do this, and animation time, in this case I'm going to give some sort of animation. Let's say, for example, bounce. Let's say go for the bounce, and I can give a button title here. Let's say some visit my personal website, something like that, and click on save. And done. Now I'm going to refresh this bio page, and it's currently showing in the top. And since I chose bounce animation, it's bouncing there. Let me say I want to drag it drop down below. Let me take that and put it here. Now let me refresh this page, and you can see now it's showing on the downside. So that is how you can create bio pages with a Retargetkit. Let me close this out of also, and also let me show you this is mobile friendly. Let me go into inspect, and let me see this, and you can see currently I set it to some mobile. You can see automatically it is mobile friendly and everything. It automatically changes according to the mobile preview. The iPhone 5 is the smallest, so I have chosen that. iPhone X, how it will look like, Moto G4, all these options. So it is fully mobile friendly also. Now the next the video is playing, sorry about it. Now let me show you how you can create a content curation page such as this using Retargetkit. If I go into this, let me minimize this. This is our example which I'm planning to create. I'm going into this. Let me create a new campaign. I want to create a new campaign. Choose the brand. In this case I'm going to use Alston link as example, and in this case clicking on the curated page, and I'm going to give video curated, video demo curated, something like that, and click on next. Here you can select the custom domain. I'm not going to do it, skip. And here we can include number of retarget pixels. I'm going to select 1, and I'm going to create a slug for the Retargetkit. Let's say, for example, Alston video demo page. It can be anything which you want. I'm just going to create something to be easy for this. Here you control the title of the curated page. For example, video example of curated page, something like that, and you can include a description also. Here you can customize anything you want. Let's say, for example, I'm just going to take this and paste it here, and you can see it automatically added that description and add a background. Let's say, for example, instead of image I want to use a background image. You can do that. I'm not going to do that now. Button text, you want to change the text which is appearing on this button, then you can do this. For example, read more instead of learn more. That is possible. You can either change this icon with another HTML icon, or you can simply delete that if you don't want. That is also possible. Instead of this masonry style, what I mean by masonry is it is not a fixed height. It will automatically change the element size depending on the element which it containing. So you can see there is no place fixed size. So if you prefer something like that, you can choose masonry, or if you want to have the same size column height, then you choose the fixed size. You can choose whatever the decision is, up to you. Links per page, here you have the control to control how many elements you want in one page. For example, you want 6 elements, 12, 24, 48, something like that, to enable pagination. And you can order this elements either by order number, just the adding the thing, or date on which it was added. And random is where automatically every time a person visits this curated web page, it will automatically randomize the element. Alphabetic is where automatically it will arrange it by the alphabetic order. We choose the order whether we want to be descending or ascending from here. So I'm just going to do a random in this case, and now let me show you how you can customize all the colors and everything behind this. First, we can add the background color opacity. We can change it for this. You can see it automatically change. We can control it. If in case we haven't chosen the image to be background, but instead we want a color, we can choose the color here. For example, something like this. I always prefer darker color variations. Description, if you want to change color, you can choose that, or you can even embed the hexa code here. You can see you can either give the RGB or the hexa code percentage and everything. All these things are available here. Title is similar concept. Choose the whatever the title color you want and done. And once you have created a style and created a basic layout of this page, click on save. Now you have created the blueprint for your content curation page. Still it's not available. Okay, actually it's available. Let me open it up so I'll show you how it average look. This is the slug we used, and you can see automatically show. Since there is no elements inside this currently, it's showing nothing. Let me quickly add a couple of it so I can show you how it will work. Let me go into new Retargetkit. I'm going to give her this one. I don't give her any things. I don't want animation, and let's say for example I want animation heartbeat, and if I want, as soon as I given the link, it should have grabbed all the information. You can see all the information has been grabbed. And in case if it didn't take any images, adding image is simple. Just go here and copy image address and make sure to paste it, and you can see automatically done. UTM you can add if you want. Just expand and add the parameters. Click on save. I have created one. Now I'm going to refresh this page to see how it will look like. You can see how nicely it automatically look. It should do the animation now because we added it. In case we don't want it, we can always go back and disable or update it by clicking on the pencil icon. Go here and do that. Change it to different, or just click on the X marks. Now it won't be animated anymore. Let me refresh it. You can see it is static. It is not animating. Like that, you can add whatever the element you want. Just for the sake of it, let me show you how you can add a PDF document. If I can show it without downloading, let me know. This is a dummy PDF document. Come here and go into new Retargetkit and go into this video demo curated page. I'm on the right page. No animation, nothing is necessary, just creating it to show our PDF will be embedded. Let me refresh it, and you can see now it has embedded the PDF document, where if the user clicks on it, it will preview it in the new tab, or they can even see it from here itself. So that is possible. Now let me quickly show you how you can. Image is also similar. Just for fun, let me show you the video description, a video also how you can do it with the curated page. Come here, very simple. Oh sorry, new Retargeting, not a new campaign. Very simple guys. Just click on give a YouTube video. Just if you want these things, you can set it up. In case if you don't want, just keep it as it is. Now let me refresh it, and you can see now the video is descriptor. Since I selected random, every time I refresh, the order will be changed. You can see all these things. And if for this PDF there's no title, you can see, because we have not specified any title. So if I go here, edit, and inside that, if I give this is my awesome PDF, and now the title will show. You can see this is the title is here. Let me refresh it. And you can see that the PDF is now showing you. So that is how the video content curation page works. I think I have shown everything. Let me show you the mobile responsivities also. For example, it is now automatic. Let us choose iPhone 6 or something like that. You can see it automatically responsively turned this curation platform page into something much more easy to view. Let me select a couple more things. Let me select the smallest one. You can see how it will look like. Let me select something like Galaxy 5, and you can see the responsive. Even if when I go into iPad or something like that, then it will be automatically responsive, similar to that. So that is, we have covered content curation. Now content call to action. Now let me show you how to create call to action things like this using Retargetkit. Go into new campaign, choose a brand. Sorry, I picked the wrong brand. Go into Alston link, choose whatever that brand you want. Here choose the call to action. You can see automatically it shows you the preview. When I need to give a name, video call to action. And if you want to include custom domains for all the links inside this, you can do that. I'm not going to do that now. You can add retargeting pixels, and here's where the fun begins, where either you can give a button and make them to redirect somewhere, or give a subscriber form, landing page, or anything like that, or you can give a link, HTML link, or you can directly include a form itself here. This form is the bit complicated one, so I'll show you that as an example. You can see we can control the title, for example, video demo. Let's go with that, video demo. This is easy to understand, just categorize it demo, and there is all the option to bold, italic, underline, strikeout, bullet, unorder list, adding hyperlinks, adding an image inside the call to action, all these things. For example, if you want to add a video or something like that, let me see, I need to give a video URL. Let me go and try to grab this video URL, and let me say in this case I'm going to use this and take a video and click on save, and you can see automatically that video was embedded into that. So that is possible. We can edit emojis and everything from here. You can see all the emojis are, unless it loads for me. Okay, it loads, and we can add the emojis on all these colors, the title, description, all these things. It's basically a WYSIWYG editor inside this platform. You can change the subscribe text also if you want. For example, join us or something like that, and do that, and enable name field. Currently it only enables the email address. Let's say for example you want to add the name field also, you can edit that. This is the brand which is currently showing. In case you don't want the brand name, just click on yes. Now the brand is gone. I think now it looks much better without the brand. You can also assign the position, whether you want in the left side or the right side. If I click on right side, it will show that side. Pop-up sound, when that pop-up appears, do we want to do a sound like ting, something like that? And if you want to do that, something like that, or you can select no to disable that. And also if you want to enable a pop-up after a certain delay like 5 seconds, you can do that. You can change whatever the number you want, or make it 0, or if you want this pop-up not to show when they come to that web pages, instead only show when they are going away to exit the page by, let's say for example, if this is the pop-up, not to show when it's appearing, but when they go to close it out to show, then we can enable the exit intent. In this case I'm not going to do that. There is an optionality. Now let me click on save campaign. Now you can see that blueprint has been created. Now I can create much links as I want using this particular call to action. Let me go here. Let me pick up this link. You can see I'm refreshing this page. There is no call to action, nothing like that in my original website. You can see now it has passed at least 5 seconds. There is nothing shown here. Now let me create that URL as a call to action, and I'll show you how that call to action will work. You don't need any access to this website in order to create the call to action. Let me click on save. I have created a link. Let me go into that link now. If you use custom domain and custom flag, it will look much more nicer. Since I'm not using any of this looks kind of, you can see as soon as I go there, since I set up the delay as 4 seconds, it's showing that particular example after 4 seconds. So this is possibility. They can join from here. For example, let me do some test and mail.com and join. You can see thanks for subscribing. If I go here and go into the lead section, I should see that particular lead here. You can see that it automatically gathered. It shows what is the data and all this thing. That is how you create call to action with Retargetkit. I think I have shown that also. Finally, the social sign up. I will now show how you can create this social sign up, another main feature using Retargetkit. In order to do that, go into whatever the brand you want to work with. I'm going again with the Alston link. In this case, I'm going to create new campaign. Choose the brand, Alston link. Let me go into the lead generation. Give video social sign up and click on next. If you want to use custom domains, you can choose that from here. I'm going to skip it. Retarget pixels, if you want, you can use it. And this is where the fun begins, where there is an option. If you have more custom feature, custom social app which you want to include, you can do that. If you are not using custom domain names, you don't need to worry about this particular section. Let's say for example you don't want Twitter, then you can close it out, something like that. So this automatically gives, we are selecting what are the ways the user can subscribe to our lead list. So I'm going to leave all these things. Similarly, it's a fully specific data HTML editor where you have the option to bold, italic, add an image, a video, all these things. I'm going to include this video here also, so I can show you the way how it will look like and everything. For example, let's say I'm going to make a split here. I'm going to insert a video here. Let me do that, and that is good. And if I want to bold it something like this, I can do that. Underline, let's do underline. And you can do all these crazy sort of things from here. And this is where, in case you want to make this available to the user without signing up, the user has the option to navigate to the destination resource. You can make it optional. In case you don't want to show the user, don't want to make this optional, you click no. And if you are targeting European Union customer, EU customers and everything, and you want to show a cookie consent, then click on yes. And it will show a top bar with the pop-up. I'll show you guys. And once you are done with this, all you need to do is now click on save campaign. Now I have created this particular blueprint. Now let me create a link. I'm just going to take that my personal website and as an example, just copy pasting it. You can do all this crazy other customization. I'm not going to do that, any of that now. Let me go into this particular URL now and let me paste it. And you can see, as soon as I got, since I enable the cookie consent notification, it's automatically show this cookie notification. And as soon as that automatically shows the underlined text with the video, whatever the thing we embedded with the links, we embedded images, all these things, and gives us the option to subscribe to the lead list or something like that, and create it with. Let me copy this, open it in my Chrome, and I'll show you guys how a person will work with this. Let me do this. Person comes here, okay, subscribing to the list. Let me use my Twitter. Let me click on it. You can see it goes to my thing. It shows authorized it. It only shows you the permission which is going to take. It's showing you that it sees profile information, accounts you follow. See, there's no modify capability, there is no deletion, nothing like that, just seeing the data. If I click authorize app, you can see, let me wait for it to finish. That's it. There is nothing, no text involved, no typing, no nothing like that. If I go into the leads now, close this, go into the lead section, you can see automatically it grabbed my main Twitter email address from that account and took my first name, last name without me inserting, and it also shows you from which data we collected this information, and also it gives you the link for the social profile also for double verification or something like that. It gives you the link to the profile verification. So that is how you use the social sign up feature. I think I have clearly explained all the main functionalities of it. The final feature is currently is the custom widget code. This is pretty easy. First step in order to use this is go into your workspace setting, as I showed you previously, and go into custom widget and create a custom widget. You give a name, give whatever the code here, give custom CSS if you have JavaScript, model if you need model, description, everything. You can see I have created a custom widget called survey collect and given a custom HTML which is provided by Zigpoll, which is a survey and feedback platform, and using CSS, JavaScript and everything. You can choose whatever the thing you want. Once you have done that, go into the campaign and go into the brand you want to work with and create a new campaign. Alston link, select custom widget. Now give a name, video custom widget, and click on next, and you can give the custom domain if you want, and choose the retargeting pixels if you want, and click on next and select custom widget. And in this case I said I created a survey collect. If you created something you can do, or you can create a new from here and insert that. In this case I'm just going to do this, and you can see now I have created it. Now now let me go into a web page which I don't specifically own, something like BBC. You can see I'm going into BBC, I'm loading the BBC, and you can see there is no apart from here there is no sidebar thing which is loading from Zigpoll, because they don't use Zigpoll or anything like that to collect survey. I'm going to create a new short link with that. I'm not going to edit this function, you can do if you want, and just copy pasting that. Now I'm opening the same BBC home page. Now as soon as it loaded, it should load the widget which I custom. You can see this is a feedback widget which I created. So whatever the widget you create, once you added the custom HTML, it will automatically show in that particular page. That is all the features. You can enable it in your personal website or any social link you share and everything. All these functionalities also support bulk imports. So those are all the main features which Retargetkit enables. These are all the use cases. There are tons of ways you can essentially utilize these use cases to build whatever the best workflow or best way to market your campaign. I think I covered the entire thing. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me. If you want to have clarification on the agency features, please refer to that particular video where I have explained everything. I hope this video was useful. If you are happy with this, please consider subscribing too, so you don't miss out any future SaaS like this. Once again, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you guys in another great video. Cheers.